Hi, you are welcome to our course today. So, in this course, we are going to be learning how we can create content to sell our food products. Production is not complete, or rather, the production cycle is not completed until the product gets to the final consumer or to the end user. You are the food producer, manufacturer. There is another person along the line at the other end that needs that product. You did not set up your food production company because you like it or because your family loves it. No. Your food production company is set up primarily because of the consumers, because of your customers. That is why your food production company is set up. If it is for you alone and your family, you might not uh, have, have even invested have that much that you have put in so far in terms of the finance, the resources, your time and energy and all of that. You understand? So basically, this business is set up because of the end users, that is the customers. And how do you get across to those customers? Do you know if they exist? Do they know if your product exists? Some series of activities has to take place for them to be aware that a product or your brand exists. So that is the reason for this course, because production without sales definitely will lead to frustration. What sustains every business is sales. No matter how beautiful or how valuable your product is, if you do not sell that product, then it doesn't make any sense at the end of the day. If the product is not sold, nothing has happened so far. So, how you are going to market your product, that is what you'll be learning from this course. So, this is food marketing and content creation. In this course, you'll be learning food marketing and content creation, how to market your product so that sales can come in. Marketing is those series of activities that takes place that would eventually now drive in sales. So once there is exchange of the value and the money, then sales has taken place. But first, marketing will take the front burner. My name is Afo Joseph. I am your lead consultant and the lead trainer at Femvine Solutions Limited and Femvine Agribusiness School. I will be your anchor in this course from the beginning to the end. So this course is from Femvine Agribusiness School, a subsidiary of Femvine Solutions Limited. So if someone has sent you this link illegally, do well to call these numbers that you can see on the screen. And call the number or send us a WhatsApp message, because there are some questions that will pop up as you begin to take this course. And if this link has been sent to you illegally, then you will not be able to get answers to those questions. That is why if you have been sent this link illegally, call us, send us a WhatsApp message. Okay, let's continue. And we are going to dive deeper now into this subject. Now, what is food marketing and content creation? Food marketing and content creation is that art of crafting and sharing sensory experiences, cultural narratives, and emotional connections that tantalize the taste buds, ignite passion, and inspire loyalty for food products while fostering a community that savors the flavors of traditions, and stories behind every bite. It took us time to be able to create this definition of food marketing and content creation. It is unique to us at Femvine. You cannot find this definition anywhere. So this is specially created by our faculty. So I'm going to dissect this and explain it inch by inch. So food marketing and content creation is that art of crafting and sharing sensory experiences. Now, the first thing is to craft. Then the second thing you need to do after crafting is to begin to now share. You understand? Remember at the introduction, I said that marketing has to take the front burner. Then sales will come in afterwards because marketing involves those series of activities that will drive in the sales. So sales brings in the revenue. You understand? Now, you first craft those contents. So crafting could be that you are you want to pen down some words, some tests. You understand? You want to write down some contents. You want to write down something as it pertains to the product. Crafting could be that you want to make very short videos. It could be long videos. However, the duration. It could be that you want to make videos or you want to produce some very beautiful pictures of your products. You understand? Either you want to use your phone to snap the products, or the picture production, you want to do it in the form of images that you will be generating using artificial intelligence. And in that case, we are actually referring to and talking about the mock-up designs. You understand? So after crafting, you must share. Sensory experiences. These are experiences, these are things that you are going to talk into those contents that you have crafted. You understand? So they are very, very sensible to your brand's reputation. So you are very, very deliberate about it. For instance, if you are sharing images of your products, probably your tea, your herbal tea products, your spices products, your irrespective of the products, ensure that you have the logo of your brand there, because some people can just steal that picture and they begin to use it. Don't just have that logo one side or at the middle. Use it as a watermark. The logo can be at the middle, but it's going to be faint in the background. So from the background, people can see that a logo is there, but it's faint. So nobody can steal it because they'll be wasting their time. They will just end up advertising your brand. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. Then the cultural narratives. For instance, you can talk about a particular spice that you have created as and relate it to a particular uh, environment. Particular environment. For instance, you can say, in this part of Nigeria, they love taking this type of tea, or in this part of Nigeria, this particular culture is predominant there, and yeah, you can find these herbs in this part, and with these herbs we can produce different types of herbal tea that helps in body rejuvenation. Also with these herbs we can also produce some spice products using these herbs as fortification agents, things like that. You understand? Then you relate it to the culture. So people from this culture, they like using these herbs for cooking, because you begin to talk about some of the medicinal properties, you understand, that are contained in that herbs. Doing all of this, you're already creating content. You understand? This is something you can sit down and begin to do bit by bit, bit by bit. On a daily basis, you can decide to do Probably you want to do like 30 minutes for a start. With 30 minutes, you can create the content. It can take you like maybe 10 or 15 minutes. You can start from there. Gradually, as you are making it a daily routine, it becomes a tradition. So you will now grow to the point where, before you know it, you have even done an hour. You have created some content that you can spread for 7 days. That is a week. You understand? So in your content also, as you share it to market your food products, there has to be that emotional connection. That emotional connection has to be there. Put in some emotion, let people feel it. That feeling should be there. You understand? So putting all of this together is going to help people to become loyal to your products. They will be loyal to your products, and they will begin to share your products information, talk about your brand without you even knowing them. You understand? Just like you have used some subscription based products like airtime, internet data, and you like them, and you try to talk to your friends and relatives about those ones you have used because you got value and you like them. So also people will get value from your products and they'll begin to talk about it. But first, there has to be that marketing aspect of it. So you must learn how to create content. If at the stage you are now, you know that this thing cannot call content creation is not going to enter your head, or you are so busy, please and please outsource it. Get someone to do it for you. It is not something that you want to do today and tomorrow. No, 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 please. Except you just want to you are not really interested in this agro food related business. You just want to probably play with it. But if you want to build a brand, get someone to do it for you. Outsource it. You can talk to us at Femvine. Currently, we are managing different social media portfolios for some food production companies. You understand? So you can outsource it to your children if they are ready to do that for you. You can outsource it to your brothers and your sisters. You know who can work with you on this, but the content must be right. It is not about this my brother or this my friend is very good in social media. No, no. The person must be well grounded to produce food content. Food content is not general content. Food content is not those kind of things you post to talk about politicians or no. In creating food content, you must be deliberate. If it is test-based content, for instance, it does not necessarily mean that it must be very long. It can be like just 2 lines. But trust me, that 2 lines, if you decide to break it down, you can even write a book out of it. You understand? So if it's something you can't do, just outsource it. Then focus on the production aspects. You understand? While someone else take over your content creation. You can do it in such a way that, okay, they create the content, they send it to you, and you do the posting yourself. You understand? That way it is also cheaper for you than when they create the content and they are doing the posting for you. So they can be creating content for you while they send the content to you and you do the posting. You understand? So that way it's also cheaper. But know that you cannot grow, expand, and diversify your food production company when you are not marketing the right way. I cannot emphasize on these aspects enough, please, because from our experience, we have discovered that a lot of people going into the food industry, they can make out very huge budget to buy machines, make out very huge budget to uh, probably go for trainings, buy raw materials, and all of that. When you ask them, where is your budget for marketing? Is zero. Is zero. If you don't market, Your product will be there on the shelf in your store, in your warehouse, watching you, just looking at you. You understand? So you must market. There's no two ways about that. So if you have not have any budget for marketing, go and get a budget for marketing. Your marketing budget can be even 10,000 naira you want to spend, but have a budget for marketing. It is very, very important. How are you going to market your products? This is very, very important, because after going through this course, what next is action. If you don't take action, nothing changes. Forget it. Nothing changes. So this is why personally I do tell people that there are some things prayers will not solve. Prayers will not do those things for us. All we need to do is to take the necessary action. It's as simple as that. Like, pray from now till next year, nothing will happen. Take the necessary action. It's as simple as that. It is after taking those actions, then you pray. Then God will not bless your efforts. Very simple. Okay, let's continue. So the steps to marketing your food products. The first step is create a professional website showcasing your products and services. This is very, very important. You need a website. You need a website. Even if it's a mini website, you need a website. And don't just create a website that is visible to you and your family members. Lots of people have website, businesses have website, but that website is not ranking on Google search. It's not ranking. So your website must be SEO friendly. That is search engine optimization. Your website also must be AI friendly. That is artificial intelligence friendly. So when people use artificial intelligence to search for products that relates to your brand, to what your brand is offering, your website also can also pop up in the list of that search result. This is very, very important. So it is no longer SEO. So AI friendly, AI optimization is also there. So once you have built your website, ensure that you give it to a professional so that they can optimize that website, so that your website can be ranking. We have had some students in the past that came for our food production workshop who saw it on Google search. They did Google search and ours popped up. That's it. That's it. So if yours is not popping up, it means that your website is only visible to you and members of your family. And in that way, you are just wasting money renewing your hosting package every year or quarterly, depending on the subscription plan that you have you opted for. So that's it. So you should have a website. It might not be immediate, but please make it part of your marketing budget to have a website. You can talk to us at Femvine. We are going to create for you a food grade website. Yes, that's what we are going to do for you. So that's it. Then also, this website will enable you to have customized email addresses, which makes it very, very credible. It gives credibility to your brand, and it also brings about professionalism. People see that this is an organized company. So for instance, when you are sending out emails, let's assume the name of your brand is Royal Foods. So your contact email can be, let's assume your name is Grace. So your email address will now be grace@royalfoods.com or grace@royalfoods.com.ng. Very professional. That's a standard company. It gives your brand a very good credibility. You understand? So not grace@gmail.com or royalfoods@gmail.com. Forget it. So if you don't have one now, no problem. But please, between now and the next 1 month, make provision for a website. You can talk to us. Then the next step is social media marketing. So social media marketing, you can't do without it. Every one of us that are taking this course right now, I can say almost every one of us, we saw the adverts on social media. So social media marketing. As for some of us who saw the adverts, what did we do? Before we decided to come for the course, we went to the page, to that business page, to see the series of activities that are there. You understand? I'll talk about this in a subsequent um, module which we are going into in this course. So for now, let's deal with this. So leverage platforms like Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter to reach a wider audience. Even if you are not doing Twitter now, you might not do Twitter with all seriousness, but take your Instagram and Facebook very, very serious, especially Facebook. Facebook remains the #1 social media platform. Forget about the noise they are making on Instagram. Facebook remains the #1 and the biggest. Let me tell you that. And I will tell you that it is 100 times easier for you to quickly make sales on Facebook than making sales from Instagram and TikTok. It's from experience. Before people buy from you on Instagram and TikTok, trust me, you have done lots of videos, and those videos must be very, very crazy. I mean, very crazy to arrest attention. So it is easier to sell on Facebook. That's why I usually advise all food entrepreneurs, start with Facebook, please. Start with Facebook. Don't go and follow what you are seeing on Instagram. But as you are starting with Facebook, ensure that your Instagram business page is also ready, so that by the time you are running your paid adverts, at that point, your Facebook and your Instagram account is now linked, is synchronized, so that as the paid ads is running on Facebook, it's also running on Instagram at the same time. So people will see it on Instagram and on Facebook at the same time. Simultaneously, the ads will be running on both platforms. Please, this is very, very important. Share high quality product images and videos. Very, very important. From time to time, create image, create videos. Your videos can be 30 seconds. You can do reels, Instagram reels. So if you're on Instagram, do Instagram reels. So that Instagram reels, Instagram will show it to those who are not even within your scope of connection, those who are not your followers on Instagram. Instagram will show it to them and you get some followers. You understand? So it's very, very important. But start with Facebook. Create your images, do your contents. Then utilize relevant hashtags to increase discoverability, so that people can easily discover what you are doing. For instance, if you create a post on immune booster tea, you can have at the end of that post, you can now put your hashtag herbal tea, hashtag natural tea, hashtag immune booster tea, things like that. It could be, if it's for spices product, it could be hashtag curry powder, hashtag curry. If you check that hashtag for curry, you see that I think it has uh, between 1.2 to over 2.1 million contents already created globally. That's to tell you the number of persons that are actually searching for curry online. When you are using hashtag, you will see it there. Now, content creation. Develop engaging contents, which are like your blog post, video recipes. So to show people this is how this product works, you are talking about your products and all of that. So this is very, very important. Creating content will help you to actually showcase your products. So from time to time, create contents. Create contents every day. As you are starting now, you should drop one content every day. You can have something like a 30 days content creation challenge. You understand? Every day you drop one content. Every day you drop one content. You understand? If you create a 5 minutes video, you can break it into, let's say, 1 minute video each. And once you have done that, it gives you 5 videos which you can use for 5 days. Then you put an accompanying text, a write-up. So that accompanying write-up will not tell people, describe a bit of what that video is all about. You understand? And also you can also include your contact details, which could preferably should be WhatsApp, phone number. Understand? So utilize storytelling techniques to also connect with your audience. Example, create a blog post on how to make delicious jollof rice with your brand's spices. It's as simple as that. You can say, hey guys, let me teach you how to make a super Naija jollof rice. So you begin to create the steps. Step one, do this, parboil the rice, do this, do this, do this. Then get to the point. You say, okay, at this point, this is the spice you should use from this company. Just create it and leave it, do your posting, and you are gone. But because people love that content you have shared, they will begin to ask you, how do we get these spices that you have mentioned? Because at that point, you will not mention your brand name and that spices. They will not ask you, how do we get it? You understand? For instance, if it is a herbal tea product, they will not ask you, how do I get this immune booster tea that you just talked about now? You understand? They will ask you. That's how you have people who read your posts, they watch the videos, they don't make any comments on the comment section. They will just come straight to your DM and they will buy. You understand? That's how it works. Then also email marketing. This is very, very important. Email marketing sells very, very well. I believe that you have been receiving some unsolicited emails, probably because you sign up for a particular program somewhere and all of that, and you receive their emails from time to time. Now, you should be in that position where others will start receiving emails from your company. You understand? So from time to time, you can do newsletter. That newsletter can just be one page on Microsoft Word. Just one page is enough. Talk about a particular spices, a particular ingredient. Talk about something that relates to people's health, but as it pertains to your products, because that spices, that herbs, that grain is part of what you use for your production, and your products currently have it as key ingredients. You talk about it and sensitize people. At the end of the day, you advertise your product there. You understand? And people will definitely either they're responding to the email, or they are calling the phone number, or they are sending WhatsApp message. Again, having your own website will make this very, very professional, because as the email is going out, it will showing them reply to your business website will be there. You understand? So utilize email marketing automation tools to personalize messages. Example, you can send a monthly newsletter with new product releases and special offers. Let's assume you are offering discounts, or you just introduce a new herbal tea product. You just introduce your own special type of semo. You understand? And that semo is very healthy, both for elderly, both for those living with diabetes and all of that. You begin to shoot these emails out. So your emails should not be boring, and your emails should not be too frequent. For a start, it shouldn't be more than twice in a month. If not, if it is too frequent, forget it. They will opt out. They will just unsubscribe. So you think you are sending out emails, but by the time you go back to your dashboard, check the number of people that have unsubscribed from your list, you will be shocked. It shouldn't be more than twice in a month. So you and make it a very solid email content that they read it and the first two lines is attention grabbing, because with the first two lines, if you miss their attention, forget it. They will just begin to search for the delete button, and they will just delete that email. They won't read to the end. You understand? So that's why it is good that your content creation, if it's not something you can do, just outsource it. Then another thing you should also do to market your food products is paid advertising. So you need to leverage platforms like Facebook, Instagram, Google Ads to market your products. So for Google Ads is very expensive. So I can say you can leave that ad for now. Run your Facebook ads and ensure that it is linked to your Instagram account so that the ads is running on Facebook and Instagram simultaneously. Trust me, you are going to make good sales. Even if you are not making more sales for a start, but more people will become aware of your brand and they will start following. They will start following your brand, they'll start following your page. And you know that the more people you have who are following your page, you increase your potential to make more sales. That's how it is. So at this stage, I will strongly advise you, if you have not created a business page yet for your food production company, please go and do that. And if you have one already that is sick, I mean seriously sick, go and take it to the nearest hospital. What I mean is that go and revamp your business page, revamp it, get a new wallpaper, professional one that clearly depicts what your brand is into. This is not something you should just do casually, or this is not the point, or this is not the point where you want to begin to save costs. So okay, I can do this, I can design. No, give it a professional touch. Let us do this for you. Let us get this done for you. Give it a professional touch. Get a very good wallpaper and get your logo as it represents your brand. Then also your personal Facebook profile should also reflect what you are doing. Get a professional headshot there and let your wallpaper be about your brand, please. Because people will buy you first before they buy your products. People will buy you first before they buy your products. Lots of persons have connected to Femvine today because they first saw and they like what Afro Joseph is doing on Facebook and on Instagram. So this is very, very important. So your personal Facebook profile, your personal Instagram account, go and revamp them, please. If you don't know how to do that after going through this course, please talk to us. Let's get it done for you. We can walk you through the steps, please. And also, except if you don't want to connect what you are doing to your personal social media account, let me advise you here, please and please. If you know that on your personal Facebook profile, what you have been doing there all this while is to criticize politicians, criticize religious leaders, criticize celebrities, or all those type of things, which you have the right to do anyway, I would seriously advise you, just focus on your business page and let it talk about your food, agro related production company. Leave your personal profile out of it. The reason being that we've seen how these things play out over time. Some people you are criticizing, their followers could be your friends on Facebook. Not after criticizing them, then you now want their followers to buy your products. They won't buy. We've seen this thing play out several times. Please So if that's what you are doing on Facebook, continue to do it. But don't go and start posting your food brand there. Trust me, you'll be wasting your time. You're wasting your time unless you want to start deleting all those this thing. So instead, just focus on your business page. Keep it professional. You understand? I don't know how else I'm going to emphasize on this, please. So that's it. If you want to sell on social media, don't toe the path of using your personal profile to start there's a way these things work. Because the truth is, everyone you criticize, they have their followers, and their followers are beneficiaries of the money they are making. If one of the ministers or one of the governors is close to you and you're benefiting from them, you too will not want to patronize anyone who is criticizing them. That's the truth. Let us tell ourselves the truth. This is the raw truth. Yes, it is. It is what it is. So please, very, very important. So they say the internet never forgets. That's why you must watch whatever it is that you are doing on social media. Some people are watching you. Say, okay, I think he has been doing all of this. No problem. I think he done the post products. Will they watch them too? You understand? So just focus on your business page. So that's it. Then do we still have another module here? Okay. Customer engagement. Respond promptly to customer inquiries and feedback. This is very, very important. So when you are running Facebook ads, Instagram ads, or even if it is just your organic content that you are posting on your personal profile or on your business page, ensure that within the hour you respond to people's comments, their inquiries. Don't put a post there, just dump it and you go somewhere to relax till night and you are responding. They won't take you serious. They will not. That's why if you can outsource it. Or if there's any member of your family that you know that can help you do that, make them an admin in your business page so that wherever they are, they too can respond. This is very, very important because once people are sending in inquiries, they are making comedy. Okay, now you talked about your product, you post it there, and they are interested. They are asking questions. 1 hour, 2 hours, you are not responding. They won't take you serious because the message you are passing across is that by the time they send money, it means that they can even wait for 1 week, they won't get products. That is the exact message that you are actually passing across to them. That's the truth. So please, let us be very, very prompt in responding. Then utilize social media to engage with customers and build a community. And an example is that you can actually respond to customer reviews or inquiries on your Facebook page and offer special discounts. Let me explain this. Let me break this down. For instance, someone responds and says, I love this product, but you said a pack of hits goes for 5,000 naira. I would have really loved to try it out, and probably if I like it, I want to be one of your distributors. But I wouldn't want to buy that much now. So what you can do at that point is that, okay, we can give you a quarter of it or half pack of it, or we can give you this same pack because you have indicated your interest to become one of our distributors. If you eventually try it and you like it, okay, we can give you a discount of 500 naira or a discount of 1,000 naira. But in doing that, ensure that you respond to them via DM. Go to their DM. Don't put it on that comment there. You understand? If not, other person will start coming to you and asking for that same discount. What you should post on that comment section is, kindly check your DM. We have responded. So at that point, you have responded via DM to them. You understand? So this is how you gradually grow your brand, and then you are building trust. That is the KLT factor. Know, like, and trust. KLT. Know, like, and trust. Then lastly, leverage educational webinars. What is educational webinars at this point? So at this point, one of the things you want to consider is, from time to time, you want to organize webinars that educates people about eating healthy, taking herbal teas. At the end of the webinar, you will now introduce your herbal tea products to them. You will now introduce your spices product to them. Why people should inculcate or form that habit or maintain that culture of using spices for their cooking on a daily basis. You understand? You can do it on Zoom, you can do it on Facebook Live, but if you do it on Zoom, for instance, and you run ads for it, you can even have more than 500 persons that will be in attendance. Imagine at the end of the day, you introduce your product to them. Say, okay, this product you can buy for your personal use. You can also become one of our distributors. Look at, you show them. Before that time, you would have broken down all the profits they would make at each point. When they see it, at that point, you will get people who are interested. Definitely, no matter how few the numbers might be. So we've done this with several persons. I think the first one we did was one Dr. Tomisi based in Ibadan. We advised her to organize a webinar like this. She did. She did adverts, and she contacted us. One of us, I think I was one of the speakers that day. I could remember vividly on that day, I was in a farm supervising some work that is being done in that farm. I was on that farm while it was time for my session, and I took my session, and she sold that during that webinar. So this webinar is a way of also making sales. From time to time, you can say, okay, you can organize a webinar that has to do with a special semo product that you have produced, a healthy semo. You can do a webinar on it, design a very good flyer, make noise, people will attend, you make sales. In all of this, what will bring the results is action. So this is action time. Will you take action? You have the answers to that. So if you have any questions after now, you can come back to the community and ask your questions, and then we are going to work with you to get your questions answered. My name is Afo Joseph. Thank you, and God bless you.